And welcome back to Square Off. So, what was Arizona Republican Party Chair Gina Swoboda thinking? In the span of a week, she broke with Republicans on school vouchers, broke with President Trump by supporting PBS, and backed Democratic AG Chris May's opinion on how to deal with 200,000 registered voters who haven't provided proof of citizenship. Here's how Swoboda responded late in the week to two Republicans calling on her to resign. Jake Hoffman and Liz Harris are little more than low-rent grifters with sordid histories who want to destroy the Republican Party in Arizona. Their pathetic, self-aggrandizing attacks on Republicans are so common and predictable that they ceased to be taken seriously long ago. Swoboda referring to State Senator Jake Hoffman and expelled state lawmaker Liz Harris, both members of the Republican National Committee. So what is Gina Swoboda thinking, and could this blow up, carry over to the 2026 legislative session and the midterm elections? Joining us, Republican consultant Baron Marson of Marson Media and Democratic consultant Matt Grodzki of Matters of State Strategies. Welcome back to Square Off. Barrett, this is your party. What is your read on what Gina Swoboda said and why she said it?
Right. Well, first of all, truth is always a defense, right? So what she said, I don't think anyone can really argue with. So that's
well, Jake Hoffman would, and many on the MAGA side would.
Sure. Maybe Jake Hoffman and discredited Liz Harris would. But, what she has called for in some cases isn't a crazy thought. Like, to have some oversight of the ESA program. That should not be heresy. Republicans ought to be people for transparency, the party of transparency, the party of good government. You talk about, Channel 12 has done reporting on, lingerie, diamond rings. I mean, that's not what the ESA program is about. There have been other somewhat questionable, like even a golf simulator and things like that. You know what? Actually, I think you can defend those if you have a child who is, trying to be a professional golfer, is going to school for that, right? On the golf team. You at least can defend that because that's educational purposes. Lingerie and diamond ring are not.
Why is she saying this now? A Republican Party chair saying this about at least one powerful person.
Yeah. She's feeling her oats. There's no doubt about that. And I think she points out, Liz Harris and Jake Hoffman really don't have much standing in the broader Republican Party. Yes, in some of those grassroots, those LD meetings, sure, but not the broader Republican Party.
Is Gina Swoboda saying, you know what, guys, I'm sick of your, and I might be running for something?
Look, who knows about that? I think the lesson here is don't leave the Democratic Party and go find some new fun stuff in MAGA world because it's going to chew you up and spit you back out. She was a Democrat. She can come back over to our side. We've got a voter registration problem.
Yeah, you definitely got a voter registration problem. But I will say, and I said this when the Democrats a month or two ago were going through all their mishigas, the public doesn't care about who the state party chair is. What they do care about, Gina Swoboda won this state for Donald Trump, won numerous, expanded the majorities in the legislature, something that Kelly Ward couldn't do, something that, just wasn't, the Republicans were on a losing streak until Gina Swoboda came in. So I don't know. Maybe they're just maybe some of these people are just anti-success.
Yes or no? Does she survive this and run for something else?
She survives it if she wants, but also, I don't know, maybe she runs for something else.
Like Secretary of State, which has been rumored. Keep an eye on that. Let's turn to David Schweikert. He kind of put a story out there this past week that he's weighing running for governor. Is that what's really going on here, or is Schweikert sending another kind of message?
I think only shady Schweikert knows that one. It's been rumored that he's wanted to be governor for a while. I think the only way that it's beneficial to, Robeson in this situation is if, Schweikert kind of drops his moderate facade and embraces, his more MAGA voting, spirit animal that he's shown in Congress. Otherwise, I don't know. I could see if he tries to pretend to be a moderate, this is just going to help Biggs. I don't know why he would leave CD1. The voter registration situation there for Dems has not gotten better since 2022.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
What, is this for real, or is he sending a message to Republicans in D.C., hey, help me out?
I think this is all about, because remember, this broke first in Punch Bowl news, if you will. Then I think even his consultant talked to a local media outlet and confirmed that. I think this is just about the NRCC knowing that they're going to have to pony up for this district.
So he's staying put. He just wants more money. It's kind of
actually, I'm not even sure that he is staying put, but I don't think he's running for governor. I don't know that he's going to run again, period.
Interesting. Okay. Let's get back to the Democrats. New York Times posted a story this week about something we've been talking about here in Arizona. Democrats are hemorrhaging voters even before they get to the polls. You mentioned CD1. It's supposed to be a swing district. It's getting less and less swingy. Yep. What's the problem? What's the solution?
Well, I think the party locally here needs to re-own voter registration directly. I think there's been an overemphasis over the past few years on outside groups, outside nonprofits doing registration on groups' behalfs, but it's nonpartisan registration, right? So we're hemorrhaging folks that way, and then getting our messaging back to appealing to people to bring them into the party. I think that's gotten stale over the last few years, and the party needs a leader, right? And I think that's going to reveal itself as we get closer to 2028. But
I think the Democrats have been more focused on their internal struggles, which is really nice. They have spent much more time figuring out who is going to be chairman of their party rather than actually trying to find another voter.
We just did that to make you guys feel better.
And we did, thank God.
Yeah, no, it's back to normal now.
Okay, and Barrett, thank you for that. Matt Grodzki, Barrett Marson, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.